What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy like myself, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder, said toxic traits, said toxic people. Today's episode is filmed from my living room. I got my daughter today. Today's episode is going to be about why do narcissists always make themselves the center of attention? Why do they try to center themselves in every single thing? In most things. I'm not going to say every single thing. I'm going to say most things. A lot of things. Why do narcissists center themselves in a lot of things? You know what I mean? So, like I said before, I've been clinically diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. No, baby, don't do that. No, thank you. Like I said before, narcissistic people like to be the center of attention. Why do they try to center themselves in every single thing? Like in the most conversations that you have, hey, I cannot wait to graduate from school. Here comes the compare and contrast moment. I'm going back to school too. I need to get more educated. Yeah, they like to make themselves the center of attention they like to center themselves in everything because they need the validation. They need to be validated consistently, constantly, just repeatedly. Narcissists are seeking that consistent validation more so than non-narcissistic people. I know people are going to say, well, Lee, that doesn't sound like narcissists at all. Most people out here seek validation. Blah, 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 blah. Intent matters. If you are seeking validation at the detriment or at the risk of other people being hurt, then you might be a toxic person. You know what I mean? If you're seeking validation and trying to take the attention or the shine off of somebody else, then you might be toxic as hell. Or you might be a super jealous, envious person. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you a narcissist, but it does that. You know what I mean? Somebody graduates from college, you start comparing and contrasting. Somebody gets a promotion at job. Somebody gets a promotion at work. You say you start saying how you got promoted first. You see what I'm saying? They need that constant supply and that constant validation from doing things like that, from comparing people. And one of the main reasons behind that is because they don't want to feel like they're getting left behind. They don't want to feel like they're getting left behind. They don't want to feel like other people are like, because if you leave me behind, it's like you could trigger some of my abandonment issues and whatnot. You could trigger something that's going on within me, within myself, that makes me question my own existence on this planet. That makes me question my own existence in this world. Makes me question my purpose. A lot of narcissistic people that you encounter lack actual purpose. So in order to validate their existences, they need to compare and contrast themselves to other people consistently, or make themselves the center of attention. Like I'm in the center of the camera. Make themselves the center of attention. Center themselves in issues that don't have anything to do with them. You'll see a lot of these people online, social media comment sections, centering themselves in stuff that doesn't even matter to them, or things that they're not even involved in. They have to be the center of attention, triggering people on purpose and whatnot. You remember the things that trigger you. You remember the people that trigger you. You know what I mean? As I tell people all the time, you know you're dealing with a narcissistic, toxic person if you see them consistently centering themselves in stuff that doesn't matter, that's not even relevant to them. Centering themselves in stuff that doesn't even benefit them, making themselves the center of attention at your birthday, at your graduation, at Thanksgiving, at Christmas. They need that validation that they're getting from people. You notice I don't say supply. I know people say they need a narcissistic supply. I just feel like, do I mind the word supply being used? The word supply doesn't bother me. I just think a lot of people use it to dehumanize narcissistic people, dehumanize narcissists. And this is not me trying to get y'all to feel sorry for narcissistic people, but like, just like, they just need a supply. They robotic supply. You make it sound like it's a person It's a person that walks up to a gas pump and sticks the pump, the pump, not the hose nozzle, down their throat and fills themselves up with fuel. You see what I'm saying? That's what make it sound like you're dehumanizing them. And I know narcissists dehumanize other people all the time. So again, I'm not trying to get you to feel sorry for them. I'm just giving my perspective. You know what I mean? But the center of attention, it makes sense though. If you dealt with a narcissist, or if you dealt with many narcissists, you understand exactly what I'm saying. Like you'll achieve something and they'll make it about them. Somebody else will do something and that narcissistic person that you're dealing with will make it about themselves. You know what I mean? Toot toot. They would make it completely. They would always make it about themselves. You'll see this happen consistently within these toxic relationship dynamics over and over and over again. It doesn't stop, y'all. I know people want it to stop. People ask for it to stop. People need it to stop. You beg for it to stop. But when you're dealing with narcissistic people, y'all, they're going to consistently do the same thing over and over again. But how do we stop them from doing that? Like when I graduate, when I get a promotion, when I'm celebrating something that I achieved, how do I stop them from making themselves the center of attention in the moment right there? How do I, in my birthday party, they start doing magic tricks and nobody's singing happy birthday to me. You see what I'm saying? You have to keep the spotlight on yourself. It's like, hey, look, this is my moment. Can I have my little moment right here? Again, y'all, this is going to sound stupid. And I know it's going to sound dumb. Let me preface this by saying it's going to sound dumb. You have to get them, if you want to take the spotlight off of them, you got to give them some credit for whatever you achieved. If you're going to consistently be in this person's life, or you have to deal with them, or you're going to stay married to them, or stay in a relationship with them, you have to do stuff like that. And I know it sounds childish as hell, it sounds kiddie as hell, but you have to do it sometimes. If you want to stay with this person if you want to stay with them, you got to do stuff like that. Now, does that make you feel good that you have to give them credit for something that you achieved? You have to let them it's like letting them blow the candles out on your birthday cake. It's like letting them post your graduation diploma because it's actually both of our degrees. It's both of our diplomas. Narcissistic people center themselves or make themselves the center of attention because they need their validation, y'all. They need a consistent validation. It's not just a one-off thing. It needs to be consistent validation from this person and whatnot. Sorry, y'all. They're going to need that consistent validation to keep coming in and coming in and coming in. They're always going to be wanting more validation to be the center of attention. And like I said before, y'all, and I know it sucks when I have to say stuff like that because it's like I'm telling you to put on kid gloves and box your narcissistic person, but you're going to have to make them feel validated. Well, Lee, how do we make it work? I don't want to leave. How do I make it? You have to make them feel validated. You have to give them, you don't have to, but you could try giving them a little bit of your validation that you're getting. You mean, make it say, you have to dole, like I said, imagine you have to dole your accomplishments. You see what I'm saying? You have to make it seem like your accomplishments don't mean much. Oh yeah, I graduated from college today. I got my doctorate. Had the highest GPA in the class. It's nothing though. It's not that serious though. I mean, a lot of people in the world have high GPAs and they graduate from college, so it's not that serious. You have to imagine saying that, doling your success to make somebody to not make the narcissistic person feel uncomfortable, to not make the narcissistic toxic person that you're dealing with make them feel like they have something else going on, like make them feel less than or questioning their worth or value. There's no more chocolate, baby. There's no more chocolate. Look, my hands are empty. Thank you. She's pouting. There's no more chocolate, y'all. It's literally 6:43 a.m. Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. I cut this thing short. Thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Like I said, you have to give them something. You literally have to give them some sort of validation. You have to make them feel validated if you want to stay in this relationship dynamic. You have to make them feel more validated than you get to feel validated. You have to give more than you take. You have to give, not take. You have to give more than you receive in a lot of these dynamics, in a lot of these situations. It's not going to be an equal relationship. Yeah. It's not going to be a normal, healthy relationship with a narcissist, self-aware or not. I promise you. The dynamics gets weird and it gets stressful. So empower yourself, stay strong, stay empowered. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.